Kakadosh Boker Ora, we're just continuing with the halachot of Pesach. Bezrat Hashem, hopefully today will go out all the information. It was going to go out a few days ago. There was a problem with the technical issues. When we're talking about Bedikat Hametz, remember that there's many different places where people have to check for the Hametz. Remember that obviously before we're going to go into Pesach, we're going to have to make sure that we change, whether it's going to be the vacuum bags, whether it's going to be other things as well, the brooms and other things as well. Many times some people, they're going to be leaning to doing a bitul upon these things, but it's always better that they actually change and they always make sure that they're checking, whether it's going to be the pockets and any other places, so whether it's many times purses and other things as well, that a person has to check to make sure that there's not going to be any type of chametz. But in Siman Taf Lamed Gimel, it's actually brought down something very interesting. It says, we're talking about Bedikat, tzarich shetiyeh leor haner velo leor alevana, right? So which means that you have to do the checking with a candle, right? And you're not going to do it with the moonlight. And then Maran says, that means even if you're going to be checking during the day, but the person did not check on the night of Kal Chamira, but they checked on the night of Bedikat Hametz, but they're going to check during the day, again they still need to use a candle. Okay, and now he says, so he says, what happens if you have an actually open place? If you're going to check it with the sunlight, so it's going to be enough. The same halakha would apply to a window, right, that's going to be in the room. Here it's actually brought down, right, that the Chazon Ovadia brings it down, Rav Vadia or Letzion, they all bring it down, that we do not turn off the lights for Bedikat Hametz, which means some people think that if you're going to come and you're going to turn off the lights, the candle is going to be better, right? The truth is, it's not so. The candle is supposed to help you to enhance the light. You're not taking away a better light in order to put on the candle. So therefore, you leave the lights on, and then with the lights on, you check with the candle. Now, obviously, when it's going to be in different places where it has light already, so for example, the Or Letzion brings down, let's say on top of a table, right, or on top of a countertop, you don't have to put the candle on top of the countertop or on top of the table. The light is already there. We're talking about that the candle is going to be used to help to find the other places. And wherever it's going to be dangerous, it's actually brought down in the halakha that you should use a flashlight. So at the same time that you have a candle with you, make sure that you have a flashlight, because for example, in the car, it's going to be very dangerous. You're going to start going around in your car, right, with a candle. So therefore use a flashlight. In certain places where there's going to be drapes or curtains, so you're not going to use, right, underneath beds. You're not going to come and start putting candles underneath these areas, because chas v'shalom, you could obviously start a fire. So therefore in these places, you're going to be using a candle in order to make sure that it's going to be safe. And again, you're still allowed to use a flashlight and not a candle in those places. So just again to remember that you're going to start the beracha, you're going to have in your hand during the time of the beracha the candle, but at the same time you're going to have a flashlight also, so that way all the difficult places where you're going inside of drawers. So when you're going inside of drawers, you're not going to put the candle inside the drawer. Obviously what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using the flashlight, and the candle you give it to one of your kids or somebody else to hold while you're doing it in these dangerous places.